Biscuits. The word alone conjures up images of warm, fluffy goodness. Whether paired with butter and jam or accompanying a savory stew, biscuits hold a special place in our hearts and on our plates. But have you ever stopped to ponder the secret behind those perfectly placed holes that adorn their surface? These seemingly insignificant perforations are, in fact, crucial to the biscuit's final form and flavor. Let's embark on a culinary adventure to uncover the science and artistry behind these delightful treats. Biscuits, in their various forms, have graced tables across cultures and generations. From the flaky layers of a southern buttermilk biscuit to the crisp snap of a British digestive, their versatility knows no bounds. What unites this diverse world of baked delights is the humble yet essential hole. Often overlooked, these tiny craters play a pivotal role in transforming simple dough into edible masterpieces. The magic of biscuit holes lies in their ability to influence texture, taste, and even baking time. They are a testament to the fact that in baking, as in life, it's often the smallest details that make the biggest difference. So, the next time you savor a bite of your favorite biscuit, take a moment to appreciate the science and ingenuity behind those tiny perforations. Those seemingly random holes scattered across the surface of your biscuit are anything but arbitrary. They are strategically placed to ensure that your biscuit bakes evenly, boasts a pleasing texture, and even carries a hint of visual charm. These tiny indentations serve several key functions, transforming a simple dough disc into a culinary delight. Firstly, biscuit holes act as miniature vents, allowing steam to escape during baking. This prevents the formation of large air pockets that could cause the biscuit to rise unevenly or even burst in the oven. Think of them as pressure valves, ensuring a controlled and consistent bake. Secondly, these perforations shorten the baking time by increasing the surface area of the dough exposed to heat. This means quicker cooking and ultimately a crispier, more enjoyable biscuit. It's all about maximizing efficiency in the kitchen, and biscuit holes are masters of the craft. Finally, let's not discount the aesthetic appeal of a well-placed biscuit hole. These tiny indentations add visual interest and texture, transforming a plain surface into something far more appealing. After all, we eat with our eyes first, and a visually appealing biscuit is bound to be even more satisfying. Imagine biting into a biscuit only to find a giant air pocket lurking beneath the surface. Not exactly the fluffy, consistent texture we crave. This is where biscuit holes come to the rescue, acting as tiny escape routes for trapped air and steam during baking. As the dough heats up in the oven, moisture within transforms into steam. This steam, along with any air trapped during the mixing process, needs a place to go. Without proper ventilation, these gases expand, creating large, unsightly bubbles within the biscuit. Biscuit holes provide an outlet for these expanding gases, allowing them to escape in a controlled manner. This prevents the formation of large air pockets, ensuring that the biscuit bakes evenly and maintains a consistent texture throughout. Think of it as a safety valve, preventing a potential biscuit explosion in your oven. By releasing trapped air and steam, biscuit holes also promote even cooking. Heat can penetrate the dough more effectively, reaching the center and edges simultaneously. This results in a biscuit that is cooked through uniformly, avoiding the dreaded raw center or overly browned bottom. In the fast-paced world of baking, every minute counts. Biscuit holes, despite their diminutive size, play a significant role in optimizing baking time. Their secret lies in their ability to increase the surface area of the dough exposed to heat. Think of it this way: a flat disk of dough has a limited surface area exposed to the oven's heat. However, by adding perforations, we essentially create more edges and sides for the heat to penetrate. This increased surface area allows for faster and more efficient cooking. The result? Shorter baking times, which translates to less energy consumption and, most importantly, quicker access to those warm, freshly baked treats. It's a win-win situation for both your energy bill and your growling stomach. Moreover, the quicker baking time facilitated by biscuit holes contributes to a crispier texture. The moisture within the dough evaporates more rapidly, leaving behind a delightful crunch that biscuit enthusiasts adore. So those tiny holes are not just about efficiency, they're about enhancing the overall sensory experience. Let's be honest, we eat with our eyes first. A visually appealing dish is always more enticing, and biscuits are no exception. While we often focus on the golden brown crust or the fluffy interior, biscuit holes deserve some credit for their contribution to the overall aesthetic appeal. Those carefully placed indentations add a touch of visual interest to an otherwise plain surface. They break up the monotony, creating a more visually appealing and textured appearance. Think of them as miniature works of art, adding a subtle yet significant design element to your baked goods. Moreover, the pattern and arrangement of biscuit holes can vary, adding to their visual charm. Some biscuits feature a random scattering of holes, while others boast symmetrical patterns or even concentric circles. These variations add a touch of personality and whimsy to each biscuit. Just as a chef carefully plates a dish to enhance its visual appeal, bakers utilize biscuit holes to elevate the aesthetic appeal of their creations. It's a testament to the fact that even the smallest details can make a big difference in the overall dining experience. The world of biscuits extends far beyond the fluffy, buttery variety we often associate with the term. From the crisp snap of a cracker to the delicate crumb of a cookie, the biscuit family encompasses a wide range of textures and flavors. And guess what? Holes play a crucial role in this diversity. Take crackers, for example. Their signature crispness is achieved by creating a thin dough with numerous small holes. These holes allow steam to escape rapidly during baking, resulting in a dry, crispy texture. Without these perforations, crackers would be more akin to dense, cracker-shaped bread. Cookies, on the other hand, often feature fewer and larger holes. This allows for a softer, chewier texture. The holes still serve to release steam and prevent excessive rising, but they are strategically placed to achieve the desired cookie texture. Even within specific types of biscuits, hole size and placement can vary significantly. Southern buttermilk biscuits, known for their fluffy interior and flaky layers, typically feature larger holes compared to their denser, crispier counterparts. It's all about finding the perfect balance of texture and flavor. Believe it or not, biscuit holes can be more than just functional elements. They can also be branding tools. Some companies have even trademarked their unique perforation patterns, creating an instantly recognizable visual identity for their products. Take a moment to picture your favorite brand of crackers. Chances are you can visualize the distinct pattern of holes that adorn their surface. This is no accident. Companies invest time and resources in designing perforation patterns that are both aesthetically pleasing and distinctive. These trademarked hole patterns serve as a form of visual shorthand, instantly communicating the brand identity to consumers. They create a sense of familiarity and trust, assuring customers that they are purchasing the same product they know and love. So, the next time you reach for a box of biscuits, take a closer look at those holes. They might just be telling you a story about brand identity, tradition, and the power of visual cues in the culinary world. Creating those picture-perfect biscuit holes at home is easier than you might think. With a few simple techniques, even novice bakers can achieve bakery-worthy results. It's all about understanding the role of those tiny perforations and applying the right tools and methods. One common method involves using a fork to create indentations in the dough before baking. Simply press the tines of a fork firmly into the surface of each biscuit, creating a series of small holes. This allows steam to escape and promotes even cooking. Another technique utilizes a biscuit cutter with a built-in hole pattern. These cutters create uniform perforations with each press, ensuring consistent results. They are a convenient option for bakers looking for a foolproof method. Ultimately, the best way to master the art of biscuit holes is through experimentation. Don't be afraid to try different tools, techniques, and hole patterns. Record your observations and adjust your approach accordingly. Remember, baking is a science, but it's also an art form that encourages creativity and exploration. The texture of a biscuit is a key factor in its overall appeal. Whether you prefer a light and fluffy biscuit or a crisp and crumbly one, holes play a crucial role in achieving the desired texture. For those who crave a light and airy biscuit, larger holes are key. These holes allow steam to escape readily during baking, preventing the biscuit from becoming dense and doughy. The result is a biscuit that practically melts in your mouth. On the other hand, if you prefer a biscuit with a satisfying crunch, smaller, more numerous holes are the way to go. These tiny perforations allow for a crispier texture by maximizing surface area and promoting rapid moisture evaporation. The placement of holes also influences texture. Holes that go all the way through the biscuit create a crispier exterior and a slightly chewy interior. In contrast, shallow indentations result in a softer, more consistent texture throughout. While we often associate biscuit holes with texture and appearance, they also play a subtle yet significant role in enhancing flavor. By influencing cooking time and moisture content, these tiny perforations can impact the overall taste bud experience. Biscuits with larger holes tend to have a more pronounced buttery flavor. The increased surface area allows butter to melt and distribute more evenly throughout the dough. The result is a richer, more decadent flavor that lingers on the palate. Smaller holes, on the other hand, can create a more concentrated flavor. The rapid evaporation of moisture during baking intensifies the taste of other ingredients, such as sugar, spices, or savory additions. Furthermore, the texture of a biscuit, influenced by its holes, can impact how flavors are perceived. A crispy biscuit, for instance, might offer a more intense initial burst of flavor, while a fluffy biscuit might provide a more gradual release of taste. The humble biscuit hole, often overlooked and underappreciated, deserves our admiration. These tiny perforations, strategically placed and meticulously crafted, are a testament to the science and artistry of baking. They are a reminder that even the smallest details can make a world of difference in the final product. So the next time you savor a bite of your favorite biscuit, take a moment to appreciate the science behind those tiny holes. They are a testament to the ingenuity of bakers throughout history who have perfected the art of transforming simple ingredients into culinary delights. From preventing bubble disasters to enhancing texture and flavor, biscuit holes are essential elements in the pursuit of baking perfection. They are a reminder that in the world of food, as in life, it's often the smallest details that make the biggest difference.